So, guys, uh, I'm not really talking all that loud because, uh, my grandmother is in the living room. And, no, I'm not at home right now. I am currently at my grandmother's place. Uh, it's been one heck of a day. It's been one heck of a week. Okay, so here's an update. So, uh, yesterday, my mama had a doctor's appointment. I had to help her to the car because, she could not do it on her own. Uh, and, her entire face, like from her entire right cheek all the way under her jaw and chin, completely swollen, bad swollen. So we get to the doctor's appointment and they call her back fairly quickly. Uh, the doctor ends up sending us to the ER because of the really bad swollen face of hers, which I figured that, her doctor would end up sending her to the ER. I had no idea that it was as bad as it is. Um, because I was hoping it was just gonna be some type of allergic reaction or something. And then, all she would need would be a steroid shot, and then, she'd be able to come home or go back home. Anyways, that's not what happened. Uh, Nurses came in, they did some blood work, they took a urine sample, uh, they ordered a CT scan. Um, Apparently, she had a couple broken teeth. How she got those broken teeth, I have no idea. But apparently, she had a few broken teeth. Uh, and there was a huge abscess that was oozing pus into her mouth, which definitely not good. So they take her down to radiology. Well, first they hook her up to an open IV or something, and then eventually they take her down to radiology for the CT scan and X-rays, and then once the results came back, the nurse came in and said that she has a really bad infection and that it looks like, uh, I think she said necrotizing fasciitis, something like that, which is a flesh-eating bacteria that can be deadly. I read a little bit about it, and yeah. Um, but there's a gland under your tongue that is normally under your tongue, but hers, swelled up to be really bad. And I'm not kidding when I say she could barely talk. Like, she couldn't hardly talk. Um, so, and again, her entire right cheek and all of this area under the jaw and chin. completely swollen. And I mean bad. It looked like she had ended up falling and smacking her head, like smashing her face against something. Um, and so she definitely needed surgery. They tried calling doctors all around here or close to here, but none of them would take her. They finally got a hold of a hospital up in Wichita, Kansas, and they would take her. So they ended up transporting her up there by helicopter. Like they flew her up to Wichita, to the hospital, to a hospital there, and I would have gone with them if they'd had room. They didn't have any room, but yeah. And from what I've heard, she underwent the surgery last night, and I'm hoping that my grandmother is right when she's telling people that they managed to get all the infection out. I really hope that's true. And I really hope that um, there won't need to be multiple surgeries. But I mean, if there are, there are. But hopefully, she won't have to have any more surgeries. And she is in the ICU currently. She has never been in the ICU for as long as I mean, I have. I mean, she's never been in the ICU not during my lifetime, and I don't think she's ever been in the ICU before until now. And they put a drain tube in her neck so that all the pus is draining out, which will hopefully allow the swelling to finally go down and disappear completely. She's on a ventilator, and she has a breathing tube to, help her breathe easier and better. Um, they are keeping her sedated because, they want to keep her as comfortable as possible, and I get that. And yeah, I have absolutely no idea if we are gonna go all the way up to Wichita to get her and bring her back home. We'll bring her back here more than likely, or if we are going to meet someone halfway and pick her up from them and drive her the rest of the way home back here. I don't know. I don't even, I don't even know who is actually taking us. It might be my Aunt Janie, and it might be my Uncle Bill and Aunt Sandra. I don't know. It's probably gonna be my Aunt Janie, but I don't know. And they think that, my grandmother is telling people that they thought that they would remove the breathing tube later tonight and whatnot, but uh, I heard that they're probably gonna leave the breathing tube in for tonight, and then they're probably gonna be able to take it out tomorrow. Um, because from what I heard, she's doing really good. Like, she's doing great, which is amazing. And it's a relief. But I'm still worried, and I'm still scared, and I'm still terrified, and yeah. Because, I mean, that's my mama, you know. And I'm, I hate it when she's not feeling good. Usually, when she's not feeling good, usually it lasts for maybe a week or close to a week. And then by the end of the week, she starts feeling better. But unfortunately, this time that's not the case. And originally, the doctor had told her that she had some type of virus, but they didn't say which one it was. Just that it wasn't the flu and it wasn't COVID. Then that happens, and you know, I had absolutely no idea that it was as bad as it is, because if I would have known exactly how bad it was, then I would have sent a text to my grandmother letting her know and telling her about it so she could come, so she could go and get us and take us up to the ER. A hell of a lot sooner. And the paramedics had ended up asking her if she wanted to go up to the ER, if she wanted them to take her up to the ER, and she said no. Which I can understand that, but in all honesty, I really think that we should have, she should have been taken up to the ER. And but my grandmother had said that she didn't have enough gas in her car to go up and get me, because she would have had to come and get me, go to the trailer and get me and bring me back out here. So um so yeah, that's pretty much what's been going on, and I will hopefully be able to update you guys, for everyone who may want an update or updates as they come. I'll try to update you guys as often as I can. I make no guarantees that it'll be like extremely often, but it'll be as often as I can. So, and earlier this morning, my grandmother and I went into town, and we went by the trailer, and I got some of my stuff, and brought it out here, along with some clothes that are getting washed. So yeah, that's what's going on. right now. So, uh, again, I'll try to keep you guys updated as often as I can. And